91.7 FM.
A new day begins. It's time to shine. A day is made by his grand design. So fill up your cup as you listen in. Wake up in the morning with Shelly on WAPN. On WAPN.
Good Friday morning. How are you this morning? I am great. How is it Friday? How is it the end of the month? Oh my goodness, June has just flown on by. Got so much to get done, but I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Great day yesterday. Volusia County Women That Care went and did the check presentations, and for every quarter, they, if you join them, it's a great thing to join. It's all about nonprofits. It's cost you $100 a quarter, blah, blah, and that $100 multiplies. It just multiplies. So yesterday, Council of Aging received $35,000. Yes. And we got to tour the facility up in Ormond Beach, right by my parents' old house. So that was really neat. By the performing arts, and to see they were doing arts and crafts. They were packing the meals for Meals on Wheels. They had a really cool game room. One man was doing puzzles. Some ladies were doing some games in another room. Just, it was great to see it. They had exercising today. They have bingo, all kinds of things going on in Ormond Beach, right there at the senior center. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. I love to see what the different nonprofits are in the area and what the monies go towards. Meals on Wheels is huge. It's for 60 and older, and there's qualifications, and if you don't qualify, you can still buy the meals and have them delivered Monday through Friday. They do frozen meals on the weekend. Yesterday was all cold salads, which was really neat, and you get a drink, and you usually get some kind of like peaches or applesauce or something like that. But what a great organization. Also went to the senior attic, which is Angel's Attic down in Edgewater, which I am going to be doing some senior bags with. Super excited about that. And then, of course, the pet sanctuary. So lots of good things got blessed yesterday, and very thankful for the different organizations. Very thankful for Volusia County Women That Care, one of the many organizations in this town that I am true to my heart and that I love dearly. So that was an exciting day yesterday. And did some errands and got some stuff done, getting WAPN all caught up here. I got so much work done in the last 24 hours. You know, it's hard when the system breaks. It's hard when stuff fries. I'm not going to lie to you and say that it's easy, but God always has a reason, because when that happens, I have to regroup and I have to refix and I have to restart and blah, 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 blah. And that gives me an opportunity to clean up some stuff and get rid of some stuff and all that. So even though it's hard, there's always something good about it. So I appreciate back on the air normal. I appreciate being able to work on the new system and get her done and take the weekend off. Next weekend is a long weekend. So if you're trying to get your stuff done, I know with me tomorrow, I'm going to a swim meet. Today, I'm going to start working on all the billing and invoicing and all that. Go to the swim meet with my granddaughters tomorrow down at the YMCA in Port Orange. Always love going to the swim meets and seeing how well they do. And just I always think of Michael Phelps from the Olympics. How, man, could that man swim? And I love to watch that. Yesterday, there was a neat thing going on at one of the water parks where Olympic swimmer was there teaching about the importance of swim lessons. And if you live in Florida and you have children or grandchildren, everybody needs to know how to swim. You know, there's water all around us. And so I love it that they take on this big project and then they bring in people to teach them fun ways and interesting ways of saving yourself when you're in the water. And of course, if you're at the beach, watch out for the rip currents. Stay, parallel and swim opposite, swim parallel until you get out of it. Always be by a lifeguard and know your limits. I do not like to go in the ocean anymore just because as you get older and stuff, I don't want to be caught off, or it just drops off. You can't see the bottom of the ocean and stuff. I'm a good swimmer, but I would prefer to be in a pool any day of the week compared to that. But be smart. Know your surroundings. If you're at the springs, be careful. There's creatures in the water. But all in all, if you're in Florida, my big thing is learn how to swim. Teach your children, your grandchildren, how to be able to get to the edge. That was something my dad was a big advocate on. We've been able to swim since we were little kids. My dad threw us in the water, and you had to make it to the edge. And, at the time, I thought that is just crazy. Now I'm so thankful that he always taught us how to swim. So my big PSA today is teach your children how to swim, especially with a big weekend coming up. July 4th, 250 years. What a celebration it's going to be. People are going to be on their boats, have good etiquette on your boats. Safety, no drinking on your boats. Boats are just like a vehicle or an e-bike or any of the above. And so don't be drinking and driving on your boats. Pay attention. Watch your speed zones. Another speed zone very important to watch here is Ormond Beach. And I'm so happy they did this. Grenada has been through a lot. If you're coming off the bridge and you're going into Ormond Beach, it is 30 miles an hour in that area where all the shops are. They've put up, crossing zones and different things. They've made the road not so wide. They do all kinds of stuff to slow the roll down. Pay attention, people. It is crazy on Grenada, and so you need to slow it down. It is now 30 miles an hour. I think that's one of the things we don't pay attention. And I get it, because like on the beach road, I love, riding the beach road on the way home or whatever. But if you're coming from my daughter's house in Ormond, it's 35 up there. As soon as you hit Holly Hill, it goes to 25. If you're not paying attention, all of a sudden. So pay attention to your road signs. It's better to be a little bit under than a little bit over is my whole thing. So as I said, as we're going into a holiday season, we are the staycation vacation place, and lots of people will be in our town the next several weeks, especially celebrating July 4th. Leave a little bit early, get there a little bit early. Don't be drinking and driving. Pay attention, all you e-bikers. I am an e-biker, and pay attention. You do not own the road. You need to follow the safety rules and the road rules just like everybody else. And so lock your bikes. Enjoy this beautiful weather, enjoy this beautiful town that we call home, and just have a great time. I know that there's parades going on. I know that in Ormond, there's all kinds of stuff going on. There's going to be fireworks, and, it has been a high fire level right now. So go out and watch the fireworks. You don't need to be setting them off and making a mistake and causing a fire. Go ahead and just go watch them somewhere. I know for us, we will be having a barbecue at my house, and then we'll just walk down to the end of the road. We can just walk down a block, and there we're at the river and see everything right there, or ride our bikes down. I just don't like to get in all the traffic and the 5,000 people trying to get out of a parking lot. And one time, we took the boat out one time, and it was beautiful. I'm not going to tell you it wasn't beautiful, but getting to the dock and getting your boat out with that many people trying to get to the dock and get their boat out after watching the fireworks, no thank you. It's just not worth it to me. I prefer simple life. I prefer just appreciation and enjoying life. So I hope that you are praising the Lord and having a good week and enjoying life and being thankful for right here. We live in beautiful Central Florida, best weather, best little town. We have so much to be grateful for. If you're here this weekend and would like to go to a big women's conference, they have a big women's conference this weekend at Calvary Christian Center starting tonight and goes through tomorrow. All kinds of great speakers involved, and food and activities, and just a great time. That's Calvary Christian Center in Ormond Beach. You could go ahead and Google that and find out all the details on the GLOW conference. I know that Relevant has their Elevate conference coming up in a couple weeks, so you'll want to be listening for that and getting all that information and registering for that. Participate in stuff in our town. I love participating. During the summer, it's a little bit different because of schedules and all that. But I do like to constantly be in part of this little community. I loved it. Becky last night sent me a message about who to get involved with. And I always say one of my favorite ministries to get involved with is Daytona Dream Center. Of course, I love the Volusia County Women That Care. I'm not going to tell you I don't. Junior League has some great stuff going on and great projects and different things. But Daytona Dream Center, they do a little bit of everything all over our town, packing groceries, doing food drops, helping the seniors, going out and doing stuff in the homeless. They do a lot of wonderful things in our town. Find somebody of like minds and partner with, volunteer with, do life with. And that's kind of what I do here at WAPN. I am part of a lot of different things in our community because I believe in our community, and I believe that we're a strong community when we're together. And together means volunteering. Together means showing up. Together means doing what you can do. We all can't, go out and buy diapers. We can't all, but we can help package them. We all can't go and start a food pantry, but we can go volunteer at a food drive. And I look at things like that, I look at the resources of WAPN, and we love to give back to our community, and anything that is donated to WAPN. And if you'd like to donate to WAPN, you can stop by 1508 State Avenue right here in Holly Hill. If I'm not here, there's a mail drop, and you can put your dollars, your fives, your hundreds, thousands right through that mail drop. Or you can go to our website, WAPN.net, and give now, do right there. And then we tithe also back into our community off of that. So I really appreciate everybody that gives to WAPN. It's a twofold for you. Not only are you giving to this nonprofit, but you're also giving back to our community. So thank you, thank you, thank you, everybody that gives to WAPN. We really appreciate you. We stay on the air with our day-to-day needs from our programs. So if you have a program on WAPN, or you sponsor a program, or you're just part of WAPN that way, that's how we stay on the air. But the over and above, so the donations, the monthly partners, all those are the things that do our music. Those are the things that do when we need repairs, different things like that. We really, really appreciate it. This week has been a great up repairs. Yes, we've had repairs this week. So we appreciate you helping with that. And so if you're part of that, we appreciate you. And it takes an army to keep WAPN running, as we have proven that this week. And very thankful for everybody that's called me, encouraged me, prayed for me, donated for equipment needs and stuff like that. Thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Well, I'm going to get busy. I'm working on invoicing. I got some stuff to do, and then I'm out of here. Yep, I'm semi-retired now, so Thursdays and Fridays, I try to be out of here by 8-ish. I come in early, so I'm still working, but then I like to do the other things of WAPN that need to be done. So let's get our favor on. Let's get this day going. In a split second, God can turn any adversity into a victory, to a victory. And I love it when he does that. It is Friday, June 26, 2026. The weather is going to hit 90 again today. Heat index, it's like 105. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Eat some fruit. Whew, it is hot with a low of 74. Madison, 89 with a low of 73. If it's your birthday today, happy birthday. Linda, Lori, Rick, and everybody else celebrating a birthday, anniversary, whatever. Happy. Today is National Coconut Day. I like coconut. Okay, I like it like in cookies, of course, because I love cookies. I do not like coconut water. I thought I would because I like coconuts. I love water. I did not like coconut water. Maybe there's a certain brand or something. Tim and I were in some country, and we got the coconuts, and they put I did not like it. I thought it was very bitter. Tell me what you think. Where do you get your coconut water? Is there better coconut water than that? Because I did not like that. The World Cup last night, Turkey 3, USA 2. I could not stay up. It started at 10. I made it to like 8. Thank goodness for highlights. Yes. So I was hoping they would win, but good job, guys. Good job. Remember, Glow tonight, Calvary Christian Center in Ormond Beach tonight and tomorrow. Relevant is getting ready to do their Elevate coming up in a couple weeks. If you've got stuff going on, send it over to me, WAPN@WAPN.net, your flyers, whatever. Best to send it that way. I do not accept it through Facebook because I don't ever see everything, and I don't see it till it's too late, and then you get mad at me. So WAPN@WAPN.net, so I can share with the neighborhood what's going on, what you're doing, what your ministry doing, what's going on. I love to let everybody know. Well, y'all have a wonderful, great weekend. I'm praying for you as you pray for me.